But first, a message from Grandma's old-fashioned partially hydrogenated soybean oil. So yeah, there's a few other things that I want to do. A few things else. Such as talking to this purple toad 3 times. If you do this late in the game, he goes, "Alright, yes!" I'm done here. You want this? It's only 500 coins. Well, that sounds like a bargain. Want me to teach you? Yes, please. Yeah, actually, I don't know why I said yes, please, because I already know how to play this. So, yeah. And then he just has another Game Boy already in his hands. Of course, he wouldn't be the only person that I know who has more than one copy of the same handheld. Maybe it's not that weird. Anyway. So you pause the game, and then you have a game in the pause. Select game on the menu, and you can play Beatlemania. But please be sure not to cheat with a turbo-type controller. Not a turbo controller, a turbo-type controller. There's a difference. There isn't actually a difference. Also, by the way, I should probably point this out. I leveled everyone up to level 21, and I did so by going through Barrel Volcano again and fighting the enemies there. Turns out that a few of them dropped bracers, so that's why I have those. I should probably go ahead and use this flower jar, that would be a good idea. And I'm going to sell this bright card pretty soon. But first I'm going to show the game. So here's the game. Here's Beatlemania, which takes place in the first level of Super Mario World, apparently, or one of the 2 first levels of Super Mario World, because it has 2 first levels. And yeah, you just want to make sure that you fire away at these shells, this pocket full of shells, whenever there's a lot of them on the screen, because they set off a chain reaction whenever they explode. And the more chain reaction that they have, the more points you get, the more of a multiplier there is. So obviously, more shells means more chain reaction, means more points. Of course, you have to button mash. Oh yeah, geez. Yeah, that happened pretty quickly. I dominated his score in seconds. I'm just gonna die on purpose, because what more do I have to prove? Yeah, it's a pretty fun little game. Oh, wait a minute, I didn't sell the bright card. Gonna go ahead and do that right now. Thankfully, I'm over here where it's quicker. Yes. So, sell items. Bright card. We have 444 coins. I'm selling this for 777, and now I have 999. Lots of triple digits. I could probably sell some other stuff, but I don't really... I don't care. Money doesn't mean anything at this point in the game, almost. I should probably also buy some pick-me-ups, but I can do that after this. After I go to Rosetown. Because there's something that I want to do in Rosetown, here in the back. Way here in the back. I teased this earlier in the playthrough. Now that we have seed and fertilizer, we can talk to this guy, and he says... Incredible, I can't believe it. It's the legendary seed I've read about in the ancient gardening texts. These are so rare. Can you even begin to comprehend what a huge discovery this is? I've spent my whole life searching for one. Hey, I haven't finished yet. I didn't finish reading your text. Well, that's my story. Say, will you give me the seed? Sure. I finally have it. This is extraordinary. You guys, you know what you have there? That fertilizer comes from the Shyway clan, famous for miraculous feats of gardening. I look for it beyond the cliffs, even beyond valley, but I traveled around... Short attention span? Apparently. Yes, you might say I have fertilizer on the brain. Yeah, you have shit on the brain. Will you give it to me? Sure. Oh, thank you. I finally have both the seed and the fertilizer. 2 things that couldn't have possibly been anywhere else. I'll try them out right away. I'll plant the seed. It's not even a magic seed or magic fertilizer, it's just seed and fertilizer. Nothing's happening. I wonder if something is about to happen. Oh my goodness. And it looks just like the vine in Bean Valley. Wow! This is amazing! This is unreal. This is just like winning the lottery, only without the taxes. I mean, this is like falling on an airplane without a parachute and hitting a gaggle of geese in midair who break your fall. Wait until the body's over at Happy Gardener's monthly. Hear about this, I'm going to be famous. You think you could use a little more fertilizer? Oops, maybe not, huh? You can't read it all. At least not out loud. I mean, maybe Marshall Mathers can, but I can't. So you climb up the vine, which can also be clum from the outside. Yes, clum. C-L-U-M-B. Ugh. Okay, ignoring the treasure chests for a moment, pretending they aren't there and only their shadows exist, this cloud looks like a creepy face. I don't like that. Alright, so, we got a lazy shell, and a lazy shell. What is that about? Okay, so, equip. Here we see we have the lazy shell armor, which can go on anybody, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on Mallow, because it's going to be the most useful on him. For some reason, the lazy shell is not here anymore. It is up here. I don't know why they move it, but there you go. And since Mario is the only one who can use this lazy shell, which is a weapon, I'm going to put it on him. These are two very useful, very secret items that I will find particularly useful for a certain optional boss fight that I'll fight later. Definitely not going to happen in this one, but sometime soon. Now, with that out of the way, next up is Booster Pass. I had a hidden chest here that I have neglected for a long time because I thought that I already got it. See, the thing is, I thought that I got it because I thought somehow that maybe the hidden chests, like, maybe some of them disappear after you collect them. No, that's not the case. That was just me being dumb. I thought that I hit it because I jumped in this corner, or at least I thought I jumped in this corner, but I was supposed to jump slightly less in that corner, and that's where it is. Rock candy. Very useful to have the rock candy right about now. Very powerful attack item. By the way, I wanted to show something off in Booster Tower as well. That's going to be at the very top, so BRB. Here we are, next to Mini-Me. Go up to the door and... What are you babbling about? Why should I marry you? Oh. What a wonderful thing to say. So apparently Booster gave her a very good reason. And then he backs away, I guess? But then... I can't tell whether Booster likes her or not. That little backing up motion makes it a little confusing, but they seem to be cool with each other. Yeah, so Booster has had the fortune or possibly misfortune of 2 princesses falling from the sky for him. What a guy. Now that we've seen that cutscene, next up on the hidden chest agenda is Land's End. There's another one here that I just thought that I already collected because I thought that chests disappeared when they don't. So this one, a little bit tricky to jump to, and then you have to jump up at the top of that yellow platform's movement, and you get a red essence. So another very useful, very powerful move. And now on to Bean Valley. I noticed that this bee is the only one that moves erratically trying to follow you around. Every other bee in this area just moves back and forth in a predictable pattern. I don't know why that one's different. So maybe this area is not as bad as I thought it was, it's just that first bee that sucks. So I'm going to wait around for a while for this plant to be watered. I'm going to fight the piranha plant. Venture into its catacombs. And I already got this chest, but I didn't get the hidden one, which is right there. So we're getting all kinds of good items right now. And the final hidden chest that I wanted to get is in Nimbus Castle. Although since I'm here in Nimbus Land, I should probably get the most current of the equipment that everybody has. See, I don't really need the Mega Glove because I already got the Lazy Shell on Mario. War Fan, I'll get that in case I use Peach again. I'm not sure that I will. Hand Cannon is good. Sticky Glove is good. Yeah, I could have gotten these earlier. I just didn't think about it. Totally forgot. And I will go ahead and equip those. So, War Fan... Wait, hold on. Gotta go down to Peach. War Fan on Peach. Hand Cannon on Geno. Sticky Glove on Mallow. There we go. I could sell all sorts of stuff here, but... Yeah, and onward into Nimbus Castle. I'm just gonna go ahead and speed to where I need to be. Over here in the room that had the weird void where one of the hidden chests was, it turns out there's another one right here. That's all it took. And I'm going to double check my notes here, which I'm doing while not seeing where I'm going in the game. I think that's everything that I wanted to do. Also, I went back and bought a pick-me-up. So yeah, that covers everything that I wanted to cover for the beginning of this video, and of course, this is going to be another one of those videos where I record part of it one day and part of it another day, because I'm going to have to see how long this video, or this part of the video, is upon editing it, to find out how long I need to record for the rest of it. So, yeah, if I sound different for the rest of this video, now you know why. And a few days of editing later, here we are in Bowser's Keep. The first and last area of the game. But not the only area of the game. Which I think is pretty cool. I really like how this area bookends the whole experience, basically. Okay, can you come back, platform? Yes? No? Can I jump to this one? Alright, we're good. Yeah, it's just a cool story structure. Now, I do want to fight some of these enemies. How about you? Just to show them off. Yeah, Bowser's mood has affected the monster. Sometimes the monsters, or some of them, will get automatically confused because Bowser is in your party. It doesn't even have to be your active party, just your party in general. Which, that would have more, I guess, meaning in the remake, and this is something that I'm kind of surprised that I haven't mentioned yet. In the remake, one of the very, very big changes that they made is that you can change your party members out, you can switch them out, in the middle of a battle. So basically the partner swap in Paper Mario, that's something that you can do in this game. But only in the remake. Do I actually want to fight all of these? I guess I'm already most of the way through it. There's the Lazy Shell from Mario. The weapon Lazy Shell. Terracotta. I feel like I should know what that is. Because that's a real word. Is that like a way to prepare fish? I need to look this up. I feel dumb. There are some things that I should just know. Another battle down the tubes. The internet is a series of tubes. You enjoying staring at that statue there? Are you, like, fixing it up with your no arms? That fight wasn't anything that we haven't seen, so I'm gonna keep going. That one also wasn't anything that we haven't seen. There's gotta be something special here. Ah, here we go! The Forkies are enraptured, yeah! I love the Forkies. I don't know why he's called Forkies when it's just one of him. I guess because forks have multiple tines, I don't know. It might just be called a Forky in the remake. And I also like how in the player's guide, whenever you look up Forkies, it says something like, you will have an easy tine with this fight. Something like that. That's the pun. I don't remember the exact wording, but that's basically what it says, is tine instead of time. I enjoy dumb puns. Ugh. I forgot about this attack. He just has like a xenomorph mouth. Okay, so the Forkies, they have very high magical defense, apparently, so doing normal attacks is best. Of course, Mallow has weak physical attack no matter what. Don't stab it with your fork, Forkies. Forky. Not to be confused with Forky from Toy Story 4. Toy Story Forky. That should have been what they called it. They should have just called it Toy Story Forky. I mean, that is the best part of that movie, probably. No, I don't know. I enjoyed Toy Story 4 whenever I watched it. Oh, that enemy was a lot weaker than I thought it would be. I enjoyed Toy Story 4, but I do kind of feel like... Okay, that Goomba's just dead, I guess. Way to go. A lemming Goomba. But yeah, Oh, hey, Croco. I'll talk to you in a moment. Yeah, I think, my basic thoughts on Toy Story 4 are, it feels pointless. I think 3 should have been the ending. I would have been less upset with 4's existence if it was announced to be the beginning of a new trilogy. I think that would just ease the pain. That's a bit of an exaggeration, that it's painful, but anyway. Hey Mario, did you remember to use the save point? There's plenty of danger up ahead, so it's best to save now. You need anything? I will find out. Oh, he's got pick-me-ups. I do want to actually sell these bracers, probably, because raising allies' defense in battle, I can already do that with a Geno boost. So I don't think I really need those. Battle power, that also is basically what a Geno boost does already, so I don't know if that's going to be too useful to me. So I will buy some pick-me-ups, because since I'm not really using Peach, I will need a different way to revive my party members. There are 6 doors. Yeah, here's the 6-door section. So I will explain this briefly. There are 6 doors here, as you can see, and all of them lead to different challenges. 2 of them lead to enemy gauntlets, 2 of them lead to a series of puzzles, and 2 of them lead to platforming-focused challenges. Every time you enter Bowser's Keep, the doors are randomized as to which challenges they lead to. I've done a little bit of scouting ahead already, so I happen to know that for me personally, in this particular playthrough, the configurations for the first 2 doors both happen to be enemy gauntlet doors, and I'm going to go through them all in order. Now, because I have save states, I'm going to be showing every door, but I'm also going to only save my progress on 2 of them, or 4 of them, I should say, because you need to... If you beat 4 of them, then you progress to the next part of the castle. That said, I don't really want to show every single battle in this gauntlet, so I'm going to be speeding this up. Post-commentary here, because I feel like with the speed-up section I could just stick in some music and call it a day, but it feels a little bit too long for that somehow, so I'm going to fill it in with some commentary instead. Since we're in the doors section, I figured I would talk a little bit about the Monty Hall problem, if anybody knows what the Monty Hall problem is. If you don't, it is inspired by the Monty Hall, I guess, TV show that I'm not really familiar with, but basically it's a pretty familiar thought experiment that is all about probability. So, the way that the Monty Hall problem goes, there are 3 doors, and they are all closed, and there's a host who says, alright, pick one of these 3 doors. Behind 2 of them is a goat, one of them has a car, and the car is the prize. That's what you want. So the way the rules of the game work, you pick a door, and the host will then open one of the doors you didn't pick, revealing a goat. He will then offer you a chance to change your answer to the other door. Do you take your chances by changing to the other door or not? Now, the intrigue of this problem comes from the fact that you are actually more likely to pick the car if you change your answer, even though most people would assume that you have a 1 in 3 chance at the beginning and then a 1 in 2 chance at the end, no matter what. That is what I assumed, and I had a hard time wrapping my head around how this makes any sense, and a lot of other people still have problems understanding why it makes any sense that the probability somehow changes. Well, I read an explanation once that really made a lot of sense to me, and I'm going to provide that explanation now, and it is the simplest explanation I can think of, so here it is for anybody familiar with the problem. The crux of understanding the Monty Hall problem is the fact that the door that is revealed after your first pick will always be one of the goat doors. This means that if your first pick is a goat door, then the other goat gets eliminated, meaning that you're 100% guaranteed to get the car if you change your answer. Because you're twice as likely to start with one of the goat doors, you're twice as likely to get the car if you change your answer. It's as simple as that. I hope that was an interesting little tidbit. Back to the show. And after that very, very much too long enemy gauntlet, Stargun, Geno's ultimate item, which I guess I will go ahead and equip right now. Wait. There it is. Stargun. Sweet. It's very fitting. So as you can see, the first door is X'd out. I'm kind of having second thoughts about showing every door, to be completely honest with you, mostly because the second door I know is another enemy gauntlet, and I would probably be doing the same thing with it that I just did just now, and I know that the end of that one has Bowser's ultimate item, and I'm already not going to use Bowser, I already know that, so I kind of don't want to show it. But... whatever, next time we will see what's behind door number 3. Maybe 2, if I change my mind again. I don't know. I'm indecisive. Well, I used to be indecisive, but now I'm not so sure.